Okay, yeah, it's giving me the free. It's giving me the free download 100% off because I owned Doom 1 at one point.
All right,
So,
Max, we're doing it now. I think we're live. We were just talking
are
about
we live?
how, yeah, we were just talking about how horrible the shopping experience is on the Switch. You know, Nintendo wants you to buy their digital games instead of going to GameStop and buying them physical, but they make the shopping experience literally as like inconvenient and slow as possible. Good evening, everyone, by the way.
You forgot to do the countdown. Where you count down from 5 and then you sing the iCarly theme song.
Oh my god, remember that show? I never really watched it too much,
You're
which
too old.
like I know of its existence and people would like tell me about it, but like I've seen a few episodes. There's like one where they go to Canada, they get Canadian bacon. Even though Canadian bacon's like not really a popular thing here, we just eat normal
Oh,
freaking bacon. But
normal bacon's better.
every single American show makes it out like, oh my gosh, we all eat Canadian bacon 3 meals a day, even though it's
I
not a
don't.
thing.
I don't want ham. I don't like ham. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, Canadian well, you know what people call Canadian bacon's more of like a ham thing. No, we don't we don't care that much for it. I'm not the biggest ham fan myself. Hello, Quacker Music. What's going on? We're playing some Mario, and it's been a little while since I've streamed, so fingers crossed I'm doing everything right. We're live on all 14 different platforms that I stream to.
Are you live on Facebook Gaming?
Facebook gaming. Wow, no, I've never streamed the Facebook. Maybe I should
And
start.
and and Deezer? No, Deezer's not one of them.
I've never heard of that one. Uh-oh.
What's the what was the one that like Microsoft bought and then closed? Oh, I forgot. There was one, I forgot what it was called. There was one a couple years ago that was like a big deal for all of about 5 minutes. Microsoft bought it and they signed like I think they signed Ninja to exclusively
Well, I
stream
don't
on it.
remember that. All I remember is that
And
they
then
like bought Skype and ruined that.
yeah, and then Ninja was there for like a week and then they closed.
Wow, no, I don't remember that at all. I guess because I don't really watch Ninja. So there
I
you
don't
go.
either. I don't either. I just heard about it.
Well, good evening, everyone. Hi, David Ray. Please let me know. Hopefully, our voices are about the same level, so you're hearing things
Mixer.
there. Oh, Mixer. Okay, it sounds familiar,
That's it.
but I've like
That's what it's
never
called.
ever been
I had to
on
look
there.
that up.
So
Mixer.
Mixer.
I only knew about it because they try to shove it down your throat if you own an Xbox.
Yeah, Microsoft's bad like that. They always want you to use their crap, even though it's not very good.
I like how they'll make a bad thing and then and then blame people not buying it on why it's bad. I think they keep making bad decisions and then they act like it's the people's fault for not blindly supporting their bad decisions.
Well, look at like nobody's using Windows 11, so they're like, aha, we'll like stop support on Windows 10 to force you over there.
I didn't have a choice. Yeah, I didn't have a choice because I bought my computer after 11 came out, so it was just on there.
I bought mine after 11 came out, and I like specifically had to go back and buy like a Windows 10 computer.
Oh,
I bought like the world's last Windows 10 computer.
I feel like that's too much effort. I'm not concerned enough about what Microsoft does to downgrade. That's a lot of work. Like the Zune, man. Like
the Zune.
I don't think but the Zune wasn't bad because it was like, oh, it's the funny fake iPod. It was bad because they decided to release it like, because they released it at the worst possible time, right? They waited until not only was it the year that the iPhone came out, but it was also the year that the iPod made more sales in that year than every year previous combined.
Growing up, I knew one person who owned a Zune. I have no idea what compelled them to buy it over any other product.
If they would have done it at the right time, it probably would have been good, but they waited too long.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, even though they still waited too long, they still somehow rushed it. Like the first Zune was just like a rebranded like Toshiba or something MP3 player. And then the Zune didn't actually get good until like the third model, which, as you can imagine, came out even more too late.
Ugh. Growing up, I knew one person who owned a Windows phone. I thought that looked kind of cool. Hi, Big Phil. We still have 2 spots open. You know, Max and I are gonna be playing some Mario Party Superstars. Probably just a couple of maps tonight because this game is so freaking slow that it says it takes like 45 minutes for one round. It's probably gonna be more like an hour and a half each. But yeah, if anyone else wants to join in addition to us two, feel free. We probably should get the game booted up and started here sometime tonight. And Nick Gamer, welcome. Hope you're also having a good one. Yeah, so you can blame Max for us playing this because he said he wanted to play Super Mario Party, which I accidentally thought meant Mario Party Superstars because I freaking don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Mario Party anymore.
Yeah.
But we'll still do Super Mario Party some night when it looks like we'll get 4 people because I've never played 4 players in that one before.
4 people, Joy-Con.
That will be interesting. And plus we'll also do the 4-player Mario 3D World thing that you thought.
That sounds super fun.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
And also, I like on the Switch version, they updated it so, like, all the Captain Toad levels support 4-player.
Wait,
because it was so annoying on the Wii U how if you were playing with friends and there was a Captain Toad level, you just had to be like, all right, you guys have to watch and wait for me.
That will be... But crap, I accidentally went to, like, a global game. This game is the most annoying online mode. Like, I can't wait
to see 4 people fighting over the camera and Captain Toad.
Like, I just want to exit out of global online mode. Thank you. Online play, friend game. There we go. But yeah, it's like the most inconvenient online mode where it's like you gotta go into like these different things instead of it just being you start the game and then from inside the game, you know, you select if you want to do an online or a local match. But like it's gotta be from like the title screen.
Yeah.
You decide how you're doing it. I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like this is the weirdest way to program online multiplayer. But I guess I'm not a professional Nintendo Imagineer or whatever they call them these days. So what do I know?
David Ray says you've been silent for a few days. He's just been busy watching me do the language equivalent of stumbling through the dark.
Oh, I was so afraid you were gonna say like my mic was muted or something. That's why I've been silent. But okay, I see.
No. Yeah, you weren't streaming, but you were. Oh, that was a very interesting experience. He was watching me, helping me understand Japanese, playing Pokemon Green.
Oh, that was fun. And honestly, I really regret like not asking you if you wanted to make that like a YouTube stream series or something. Because I think people might have really enjoyed us kind of bumbling our way through that. Like you playing it and like me trying to like translate things on the fly and like what the heck's a point up? What's a max up? What's a point up?
Yeah.
That was funny. That was pretty fun.
It wasn't honestly as bad as you'd think because I've played Gen 1 like 10 times. So I'm basically got it all down. It's really just the items that were a big difficulty.
That was great, and again, I appreciate everyone's patience. Well, I'm just in the middle of a bit of a move here. I was thinking, thinking of doing some Mario World ROM hacks tonight, but then Max said, "Who wants to play some Mario Party?" So he totally ruined that for all of you who've been looking forward to more Mario ROM hacks. But I'll still probably try and get some ROM hack stuff in the near future since I felt like playing a bit of that. But yeah, tonight we're doing some Mario Party Superstars. Again, thanks Max for suggesting it and for joining in. Although hopefully you'll join in because we're still waiting on this kind of screen here. And again, anyone else who wants to take up one of those 2 remaining spots, feel free. Oh, that's it everyone. Max has ditched the party. He just, trolled me into starting up a game of Mario Party Superstars. And now he quit the call. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure he's just booting things up. But that would be a pretty mean troll if he did do that, though. And here I am sitting here like a big loser playing Mario Party Superstars by myself. But yeah, everyone, again, hope you've all been well. We do still need to get back to the NWC NES edition and do the Legendary Trial, so we'll be getting to that probably next week. And again, like I said, I want to play some ROM hacks and such. We'll probably try to squeeze some NES games in somewhere, but just amongst the move and all that. Hasn't really felt like the right time for some NES. Oh, what do we got going on, Max? Max is currently going through the extremely trying task of getting the online to work in this game, which I don't blame him. It's again a weird online mode kind of thing.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, I don't know. I think that was me. I couldn't hear you for like 2 minutes. You were just completely silent. So, but I heard you on stream talking. So,
Okay. Weird. Very weird.
okay, I think I can join now.
Again, everyone, let me know how Max's voice sounds compared to mine. There's nothing worse than when like his is like super quiet and I'm just like screaming at all of you. Hello, Raynok! The move has been okay so far. There's some work that needs to be done in the house, like painting and such wise, so unfortunately the game room hasn't really been taking shape yet. I did post a picture in the Discord server of like what the game room will be, but you know, we haven't really gotten the shelves around the walls or anything. We're gonna have to, you know, move all of that soon. But yeah, thank you. I'll try and keep you up to date on how it's going, but so far so good. Nothing to like really complain about, although just because it's the beginning, things are a little bit slow. But hopefully have some stuff to show you all soon. Thanks for asking, though. And Super Tom Brother, how do you join? So this is Mario Party Superstars on the Switch. You have to boot the game
Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with my Discord tonight. Give me 1 second.
No problem. Go to the online play and then like join the room, because I've already like made the room. So just waiting for Max. And again, if 2 others want to join, that's a thing as well. You're absolutely welcome to. And like I said, we'll probably do like 2 maps tonight because this is a slow game, unfortunately. I don't know what they did to make Mario Party feel so slow, but this game accomplished that. Otherwise, this was of course the way that you know, before we had Mario Party 1, 2, 3 on the Switch Online, you know, we had this, which could kind of finally give us that ability to play some traditional feeling Mario Party with our friends around the world from the comfort of our homes. And then they released, you know, the N64 games, which personally I prefer. I just think the originals, it's hard to beat. So you know, there wasn't really much reason to go back to this one afterwards. There wasn't even like any DLC or such after to kind of update it. It looks like the maps that were intended to be additional maps for this game are now being added to Mario Party Jamboree, which comes out in a couple months. But yeah, sorry Max, sounds like you're trying to say something there.
I don't know, I can't tell. I think it's my end that's cutting out a lot, but I can hear you right now. But, oh, it's been cutting in and out. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh no. I have a tendency to do that. Whenever I stream, things just kind of fall apart. But hopefully it will work. How's it going trying to get connected? Oh, there we go. Alright, we got 4 bars there, it looks like. And you and I going on. Anyone else gonna join? Super Tom Brother.
Having a rough night. That's also possible.
So room idea is at the top right there, 817356. Because we are friends on the Switch, right? So you should just be able to find my room as a friend. And if we're not friends on the Switch somehow, definitely let me know and you can add my friend code. Because yeah, it is just open to friends, I think, so.
You should look at my beautiful Mario Party card on the screen.
Can we do that? How do I do that? Oh, here we go.
You just click on it.
Oh, we're not on each other's friends lists? Alright, well here you go. Time to dox my Nintendo Switch account. That's my friend code. Feel free to give that an ad. And anyone else who wants to join in as well, feel free. First time playing Mario Party Superstars in a long time. Otherwise, I've been doing why is this scrolling down so slow? This is kind of weird. You know, Battle Network, and need to play some more Paper Mario. Yeah, this is strange. That's like, see, okay, now it's working right.
Play Battle Network. I bought it and I still haven't played it.
Oh, it's so good. Again, it's like 6, you know, massive full-length RPGs for the price of 1 game. It's hard to beat that. But there you go, level 99. So you've played a lot of Mario Party Superstars. I'm probably about to get wrecked. 35 hours though. Your favorite minigame is just bumper balls 4 times.
I thought that was so funny that you can set it to bumper balls 4 times.
And your favorite map, again, of like only the 6 that they let you choose from.
Oh, like it's 5. It's not even 6.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Wow, that's terrible.
It sucks. No, I wish I could find it, because Christian wanted to see it, and I can't find it again, but I saw something on Twitter that was like, the new Mario Party already has more confirmed boards than every Mario Party since the...
Yeah, Mario Party 1 was great for like how many boards it had, and there was like lots of unlockables and stuff. And then 6 kind of became the norm. And then, yeah, Mario Party Superstars was really disappointing for only having 5 boards, no story mode, no like frills that, you know, Mario Party had really done well in that golden age. It was just, you know, 5 boards with nothing much else to it, which I was disappointed with when it came out. We'll definitely have to see how Jamboree does. But hopefully, Super Tom, brother, you can get in then. And we'll probably fill the 4th spot then with with a computer player. But Jackson, hope you're doing well. And yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by tonight. Hope we're going to have some fun here.
Earlier, before I had all the Discord problems, I was going to say my first phone was a Windows phone.
Oh, because we were talking about that. Yes. Yeah, so, again, I always thought they seemed neat. So, what did you think?
Well, less than a week after getting it, I brought it back and got an iPhone instead, so...
Oh no, Super Tombro, also level 99. Here I am, fittingly level 64.
Well, I don't know if I should beat you, because you remember the one time I beat you. Don't forget.
I have a bit of a streak going recently.
The one time, if anyone doesn't know, the one time I beat Andrew in this game, the stream died, and it would not come back. And I had to beat him in secret. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. I secretly crashed the stream intentionally.
You got your lag switch.
Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Here we go.
You got out your lag switch.
It's just the equivalent of back in the day when you're losing in like Mario Party and you rip out the other person's controller or something. Anyway.
Can we add more people after the game starts? Because somebody else said they wanted to join.
Oh, did they? Oh, Jackson wanted to join too? Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing. In the 64 version, you can. In this version, maybe not. No. I don't always win in Mario Party. Again, I usually lose, but I don't know what's been wrong with me lately. I've been winning a lot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. There was no proof. That's the issue.
No, but I agree. Just as you confirm that I beat Mario Wonder on stream, I'll confirm that you did beat me in Mario Party that time.
At least we have the footage of me obliterating you in Smash Brothers.
What are we doing here? What do we want her set to? Oh,
easy.
Easy? Really?
She destroys us. The CPU destroys us every time.
That's true. I mean, master difficulty is very, very tempting.
Like in this game, CPU, it's like reverse psychology. I think master is probably easier. Okay, what board?
Oh shoot, what am I doing? Yeah, what board do we want? Of the 5 exciting board. Oh, look it. You can do like a thumbs up thing. We got Yoshi.
I can't wait to tweet for the next 2 hours.
I forgot about those. Oh no. Woody Woods, Horrorlands. I personally don't have a preference.
I like Peach's birthday cake, even though it's simple. I enjoy that one.
Yeah, it's a silly one. And again, it's one of those Mario Party 1 boards that's like an oddball where it's not just, the stars in a different spot every time, go get it kind of thing.
It is amazing how much detail they put into the cake toppers. They're so HD.
So did we just do 15? So if I remember right, 15 turns in this game actually takes more like 60 to 75 minutes. It's a big lie.
We're gonna do 2 50-turn games.
How long does that say? Wow, you can only go up to 30 in this game. That's silly. Alright, well, 15 is the default. I guess we'll just do 15.
So, did you, so I see you renewed your Switch Online.
Yes.
Did you get a pin?
I couldn't find those in Canada. And, if I can, I still like to buy the card. Like, back before they had the expansion pass, I would buy, like, just the card that gave you the expansion pass. But I've never seen, the online service, but I've never seen one for the expansion pass here in Canada. So what I did was I bought the eShop cards to accumulate enough to actually pay for like the online expansion pass subscription. And then today, for the first time ever, I saw a card that included the expansion pass, and I was so mad.
Oh no!
Yeah, even though it didn't have pins, it's like, oh, I could have.
You might as well buy, and then you can stack them.
Yeah,
2 years already.
Yeah, see, I was thinking
that way in less than a year, it won't even matter. I wonder how that's gonna work, because I know that like one of the few things they confirmed about the next Nintendo console is that I'm not going to call it the Switch 2. I refuse. The Nintendo On. That's what I'm going to call it. Do you remember the Nintendo On?
Nintendo On?
It was like, those videos from like the late 2000s that are just really horrible. Did you say yes?
Oh my, I'm just trying to get to the game and you're mashing A. This takes so long. This takes so long. Like this is, it's like, you know, you've accidentally pressed yes. You are going to suffer.
You have to go all the way.
So
The camera has to slowly pan over there. Bowser has to clap his hands 3 times.
Like, they're a bunch of jerks because they know you're going to be mashing A because you just want this guy to shut up. And then he forces you to listen to more of his crap.
It's just like when you accidentally heal your Pokemon 80 times.
Oh, the computer's already kicking our butt. Oh, no. All right, Super Tom, brother. Hi, Jason, relaxation. Oh, I have no...
We need to add a sound effect that's just someone screaming at the top of their lungs. Press A!
I'm not sure yet, Jason, but appreciate you stopping by the stream. Yeah, this year's a bit of a toss-up. Lots going on, so I don't really have things planned that far in advance. But I hope you wish you all the best at the swaps that you attend, and I'm sure I'll see you around.
Oh, those are a Canadian thing, the swaps, yeah.
So what do you... So it's interesting because in Canada here, we just have like some nice kind of... You know, comfy swap meets held by, you know, like local collectors and, you know, maybe a smaller place like a Legion or maybe, you know, like a hockey rink or something. How Canadian can you be? A video game swap meet at the freaking hockey rink. Where when I hear people go to swap meets in the US, it's always like freaking convention centers that they're held at. Like, you guys don't just have any, you know, nice smaller things to go check out every once in a while?
Okay, so I know how the Canadian swaps kind of are because I watch a lot of Canadians. I think I told you that before I went to Canada, I always really wanted to go to Canada because ever since I was like 9 or 10, I always had this I guess fantasy from watching all these YouTubers that Canada is this magical game land where everything's dirt cheap and there's so much. And you know, honestly, in my experience, it was a lot better than I usually get. I was surprised at how much the thrift stores had. And there's one Canadian like game collecting channel I used to watch called CJR. You know what that is?
CJR?
Yeah.
At the moment, it's not ringing a bell anyway.
He has an insane game room. It's really impressive, and he's always done a lot of like, you know, game hunting stuff for like the last 10 or 12 years. And yeah, I remember he would always do videos going to the various swaps, and I was like, man, that looks awesome. I wish America had things like that.
Brady, the one time we play Superstars, we're on vacation. Sorry about that, Brady. Hope you're having a great vacation, though. And Jackson barely played this Mario Party. You're a big Mario Party 10 fan. Well, that's one you don't hear too many people playing too often. But appreciate everyone stopping by tonight. And all right, again, this is just an example right here. This one turn has taken like 5 minutes. Like, why does he have to look at the 9 for like 3 minutes? To freaking like, yeah, or is it an upside down 6? No, I think it's a 9. Oh, from this side.
They need to put the line like in cards.
You really had to examine that to make sure you got it right. But yeah, sorry, you were saying. I know. So Canada is this magical land where everything is dirt cheap.
Yeah, I mean, that's where, I mean, I always thought it was that. And, you know, I will admit, after going there, like I said, it was honestly pretty good for game collecting. Like, I was pretty impressed. Like, I got the thrift stores, at least where I was, had a lot of stuff. And I usually don't see that much at, like, my local thrift stores. Which was, it was fun, and you know, because I'm American, my money was worth more in Canada.
Oh yeah. So I mean, that's where the dirt cheap aspect comes in. But it's funny because I've always had the opposite experience, where I feel like when I go to the U.S., your thrift stores are way better. So interesting.
It was worth like 25% more when I was there.
Yeah, well, it's even better now. It's like 30, 35.
I brought a lot of cash because I didn't understand that like you can just use a Visa card in Canada. So I just like brought cash and I went to the exchange and I gave them $400 and they're like, here's $500. I was like, wow.
Wow, nobody is ever supposed to win that game when they're in the water. No wonder you wanted Peach set to easy. She sucked. She didn't do anything there.
In my experience, the easy CPUs still somehow win a lot.
Well, she's still in first, I guess, so you might have a point.
The funniest CPU experience I've ever had in this game was in Super Mario Party. I played one time with an easy Wario CPU, and he spent the entire game buying the most expensive item at the shop every time he walked by a shop, but he never used a single item the entire game. So he just kept throwing things away and buying more items, and he didn't use a single one the entire game.
Oh, Jason. CJ lives in Kitchener. Wow, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I've been watching him for a really long time, since like 2013, 2014. And, you know, at that time I was like 11, so, you know, that was my magical view of Canada. It's magical game land. In America, like, we have, every once in a while they'll do like, because I think of a swap as like a smaller convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to one or two of those. I haven't really seen many. I think in America, swap meet, I don't know if you guys have like more traditional swap meets. So usually swap meets are, at least in like in California and a lot of those, they're usually like outdoors.
Yeah, well, that seems like more of like a flea market.
Well, yeah, I guess they're...
My memory of an outdoor swap meet was one time it was supposed to be inside of like a hall, and then something happened where like we all got kicked out into a parking lot because they didn't have like a license to be in the hall. There was a whole weird kerfuffle going on. I got so sunburned that day, like worse than I think I've ever been in my life, being outside in like this video game swap meet for like 5 hours. And I had my driving test the next day, so that was fun. I was like, "Excuse me," while I turn the wheel and like scream in agony.
I got so lucky with my driving test. I took it in the only place I was around like December when I was old enough to. So the only place I took it in like the easiest possible test, because the only place we could get an appointment was in a town in California called Barstow, which is like 2 hours in the middle of nowhere, and it's just a desert. And so I basically passed without any issue, because there was like nothing.
Well, that's what people will do that here too. It's like, you know, if you take it in one place, they're making you go on the highway, they're making you do all this other stuff, but people will find like remote towns to go to, and then you don't gotta do any of that. She just jumped off the edge herself. Thank you.
When I was in Canada, I had a good time. It was nice. I was in Alberta, so it was fun out there. It was one of the 3 months out of the year where it was nice. I've heard that it snows like most of the year, right? Something like that.
Well, Alberta's particularly bad. Like where I am, we're like, you know, one of the most southern parts of Canada, but Alberta's a bit more north. So yeah, they get pretty bad weather a lot of the year. Where we're like so.
Oh yeah, Super Tom brother. Yeah, you mentioned before you live in Fresno. I have a lot of family in Northern California, so I used to drive through Fresno a lot. I like it. It's pretty nice. My favorite thing is every time I go through there, which hasn't been a really long time, but I really want to go to the underground gardens again. When I was younger, my parents took me on a tour. It's really cool, Andrew. If you're ever in that area, you should. If you're ever in California again,
yes,
you should go. It's this guy inherited like a ton of land from his rich parents, and he spent his entire life digging out tunnels and stuff by hand, by himself.
So it's not like caves that were there, like he actually dug them?
No, it's in the middle of the city. One thing that kind of sucks is that I guess he was kind of like the black sheep of the family, and he had like 8 brothers and sisters that all didn't like him, and so he died at a young age, because he worked hard, manual labor for like 60 years. So, and I guess when because they inherited it, and they filled in most of it, which is kind of lame. So now it's only about 1 acre or so.
Huh.
But it was awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. It's like he dug these tunnels and he lived under there, and like there'll be parts where like there's like a tree, like there's like an orange tree that grows from like 20 feet underground up out into like above ground. It's really cool.
If by chance I'm ever back in California, I think
you should.
Yeah, thank you. So who are you? People are asking. Sorry.
Oh, I'm Berto.
You're Berto. But maybe you want to introduce yourself a bit better as well. Like I don't know if we jumped so into it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, that's my real name, Berto. My name is Max. I love Mario Party. I don't know what else to say.
That's good enough.
I don't have anything to plug. I have my YouTube channel with one video on it. I don't use enough. I should fix that.
I thought you were doing like a monthly pickup thing.
I made one.
I always say to like, post your stuff to the Discord.
I do always post it to the Discord. I guess I don't know. I'm lazy. I need to do it more. I have video ideas. I just have a hard time, actually committing.
No, fair enough.
Also, another issue that's kind of stopped me is like I think I was saying like you were talking about your capture card. I think mine is also dying because I don't know if you could tell when I did that little footage, but it's like really jittery. I don't know why. It didn't used to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I think my capture card just really didn't like the Xbox 360. Like, it could handle it for like an hour. And then, or, it could have even just been Banjo-Kazooie. It was like, please, no more Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Yeah. So something like that.
No, but I had some ideas. Like, I was playing Animal Crossing, and I wanted to do like a daily stream kind of thing for Animal Crossing. And then I realized I do not want to stream first thing when I wake up in the morning.
No, fair enough. Jason, you remember the swap meet that got kicked into the parking lot? Yes, that was the swap meet where I bought the Mario Adventure, what's it called? Homebrew cart from you, which I still think is really neat to this day. Oh, look at Peach for once actually didn't get like a good thing. I'm sure she'll find some way to like turn this into a beneficial thing.
Well, I mean, if she gets Revolution, it's good for her.
So I noticed something about the last minigame we played, where I'm like in the middle of the sand pit there. In the original Mario Party 2 version, like each person collects their own coins, but you guys shared the coins in that game, which was interesting.
No, they're like overpowered, like.
Yeah, this.
Because
there's some changes to this game I don't like. Like sometimes even the losers still get coins. Like that's not right. You shouldn't get anything for being a loser.
At least it's not Mario Party 1, where you lose something that's not even your fault and they take 15 coins away from you.
No, I love that. Bring that back.
Oh. But, so are you excited for the new Mario Party?
Yeah, I think it will be, it's going to be fun to play with everyone. I would have just liked to have seen them, they could have added some more stuff to this one, but I hope that they make it like a, cohesive experience. They need to bring back story mode or like, single player campaigns. I don't get why they hate those so much now. But like, they really used to be good at that. And like this game uses the overworld map from Mario Party 1, and that had Minigame Island, which was great. And then they even have like the freaking raft for it there, and yet there's no Minigame Island. So I feel like we were really ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
In this game.
And yeah, they announced a new Mario Party at the last Direct. It's called Super Mario Party Jamboree. I think I don't know. I feel like the whole Super Mario Party thing really isn't that bad. I think the issue with that game was how small the boards were. Because like the mini games were really good for the most part. And like I don't really have an issue playing with one Joy-Con because like the main game only really uses the A button.
Hello, My State of Trance 1010. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're having a good one. Big Phil, you've only seen snow 5 times. I guess that's being in Texas. If you've seen snow in Texas, I think you guys actually had some crazy weather there not too long ago. That's pretty...
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty nuts. But you were saying about, Super Mario Party. And we were talking earlier about how, Nintendo markets the Switch as this console that you can play like on the go or docked, and yet I'll never understand why Super Mario Party was like you could only play it with the Joy-Cons. That completely defeated the purpose of what the Switch was supposed to be all about. So I really hope that with the new one, you can play it docked as well. Like there's no excuse because the Pro Controller and such still have like motion controls, like gyros built in. So I don't get what the problem is.
You can play it docked.
Which one? Super Mario Party?
Yeah. You just hold the Joy-Con like a Wii remote.
Sorry. No, Super Mario Party, I meant you can only... No. You can,
Okay.
you can only play it docked, is what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean, yeah. No, I think you can play it... You can play it undocked. It's just you have to, like, stand it up. You can't, like, do handheld.
Right.
Which... I mean, yeah, I see what you mean, because there was other games, like, the only other game I can think of that, like, required a single Joy-Con was Pokemon Let's Go. And even that one let you play handheld if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But, like, I think using one Joy-Con isn't that bad, because, like, again, the normal game really only uses, like, 1 or 2 buttons. And I think the mini-games they had were really creative. I mean, just like a lot of other Nintendo gimmicks, they didn't really use it much after the first couple years, but I think that HD Rumble is really cool, honestly.
The first thing I did after bringing my Switch home was going to the options and turn Rumble off, so I've never really experienced
What?
that.
What about the games that, like, I guess you haven't played much Super Mario Party, because there's games, there's mini-games that, like, I mean, it's mostly just, it feels like a tech demo, like, no game really used it, but, like,
so
I think it's cool. There's like that game in 1-2 Switch where you have to like count how many balls are inside of the Joy-Con by like shaking it around and like feeling it, and it's like super accurate.
So the one time I reluctantly had to turn the Rumble on was in Mario Odyssey, where there's like those random rooms where you just like have to feel the rumble so that you can ground pound to reveal a moon, because that's not a thing that you do like a million other times. And then it would go like right back off. But I mean, I could feel in those moments kind of how the the rumble worked. So I mean, it's kind of neat, but I'm just not a Rumble fan.
Rumble is something that I think is very hard to be done right. Like, I think Nintendo does it right, but then there's something like the PS5, like on the DualSense, I turned it off, because, the PS5 comes with that Astro's Playroom game. I think that's what it's called. And it's like a 3D platformer that's like 3 hours long, and it shows off like every feature of the PS5. And oh my gosh, it feels like playing that game feels like when you're using a power tool. Like, the controller is just vibrating 24/7, and you feel like you're gonna get a blister.
Yeah, see, that's so. I just don't care for like my hands flying all over the place when I'm trying to play a game. But
so with that, I turned it off. But I like how on the Switch, like when you pick up a coin in Mario Kart, because I know that Rumble is just sound, like that's what it is. But it's really cool when you pick up a coin in Mario Kart, and the controller, like HD Rumble, like vibrates, and it like feels like you're picking up a coin. Yeah.
Mr. State of Trance. I hope CPU Peach deserves last. Really appreciate you choosing her, because she's not your favorite CPU.
Oh yeah. Oh, Raynok asks me what more boards would I add to this game. I'm honestly not super familiar with like older Mario parties, because I didn't. The only one I really played as a kid was DS, because I didn't have a lot of. I don't know. I didn't have a lot of friends. That's sad, but it's true.
So something that's really bothering me, and this is a good example of it right now, is that this is a minigame from Mario Party 4. Like, we're seeing minigames all the way up to, like, what, Mario Party 8 or even beyond? And yet the maps...
have some from 10.
Yeah, right? And, like, the maps only went up to 3. Like, this game was set up to have maps from, like, even Mario Parties beyond 3. And yet we never saw any of that. So that just ticks me off that, they're teasing you with, minigames from Mario Party 4 and beyond. But, making you think, oh, maybe there'll be maps from them someday. And then, nope, can't have that.
No, but yeah, so the only one that I played a lot of was DS, because, I had a lot of friends with DSs, because everybody had a DS, so there was a lot of time for, like, download play and car rides and stuff. I'd love to see any board from that. I mean, considering it's a handheld game, like, considering how many Nintendo games that are, like, on the DS, like, really heavily used the DS's features, I think most of DS could really easily adapt to, like, a home console. I'd love to see any DS, or also, like, a board from 8, because I really like 8. I don't know how much 8 you've played.
8 I played a bit of. Yeah. I dropped off a bit after the GameCube ones, but 8 I still did play a bit of.
I would love to see. I don't know what it's called because I don't know the names, but the one I call it like the Monopoly board. Like there's the one in 8 where you're in like a city and you get stars by going around and like buying property.
Right, isn't that's Mario Party 7, right?
No, that's 8.
Oh.
I have no experience with the GameCube ones. I've played 6 once and that's it. I just, they're expensive and I don't really have anyone to play with locally, so I just haven't played them. But I've really been enjoying getting a lot of time out of the first 3 on Switch Online.
Oh, I love the first 3, so.
Because before Switch Online, I only played 2, and that's because it was on Wii U Virtual Console. Also, Switch Online helped a lot with prices. Like, I feel like the last couple of years before they came out, they were like $90-something on eBay.
The 64 ones.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was Toad Tower. Yeah. Someone said about the. Yeah, I haven't had any PS5 stick drift yet. I've only had my console a year, so it could still happen. The PS5 is interesting because it's like, I don't know, the couple with the Wii U where it didn't have a lot of good games, but then even if it had like 5 or 6 good games, the games that it had were really good,
Yeah, for sure, right? Do you think the Wii U is going to shoot up in price in the coming years?
Yeah,
for sure.
But the thing with the PS5 is it's difficult because it's like, it's hard to justify, it's hard to justify spending $500 on a console that has maybe 4 games. Like, I think I'm not a PC person, and I don't like playing multiplats on Switch, so like I was always gonna get one or the other. I had an Xbox because, that was the one that was available. Because I couldn't get a PS5 for the first 3 years because of like stock issues.
Right.
So I had an Xbox.
So did you end up getting an original PS5, or did you get the Slim when it came out?
Oh, I got the original. I got it in July, which was like 4 months before the Slim came out, and I'm glad I did because I don't think it's going to be an issue for like most people, but I'm kind of worried about that whole disk drive thing. Because the whole thing with the Slim, like the sole purpose of the Slim was to like simplify production. Because now the way that it works is the disk drive is detached. So when they sell a disc PS5, they just put the disk drive on it. So that way they don't have to make like 2 separate production lines.
Right.
They do one. But when you first turn on the Slim, you have to I think the first time you use a disk drive on a PS5, you have to connect to the internet. And I feel like in 10 or 15 years, if the servers ever shut down, then the disk drive just won't work, I guess. Like, Sony could do an update. I don't know if they would, because I know there was an issue with the PS3 and the PS4 where people found out that if the CMOS battery on the inside dies, then your console just can't read discs anymore because it won't be able to track like what day it is or what year it is, and it'll just freak out. But Sony actually released an update. I think the PS3 still has that problem, which is unfortunate, but I don't know about the PS3, but they did actually release an update for the PS4 in like 2021 that patched that out.
That's nice that they did that.
Yeah,
so modern cultures have so many things that can go wrong now. I miss if you could just press the power button and play the game. Why does it have to be so complicated?
So one time, eventually in the future, I'd recommend you opening your PS4 just to update it at least, even if you're not going to play anything on it.
Yeah, thank you. And then there's the whole Wii U thing, which I don't remember exactly how confirmed that was. Because I had Wii U's that hadn't been turned on for years, and it's they were fine when I went to check them. So
I'm too worried about that because I'm someone that uses my Wii U a lot. So, Oh my gosh, last second. Okay. No, but I'm not too worried about that because, like, I use my Wii U so much that I can't. I mean, at least for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be using it once every 6 months, right? Oh god.
What was that race?
I have lag in this game. I think I need to, like, after the stream's over, I'm going to reset my router. But also, I got very unlucky with timing the boost things.
And then the versus disappears? Why? Or does it, like, move to another spot, maybe? It's a weird game. Good CPU Peach deserves nothing. Mr. State of Trance really got it out for
Peach. You? What did Peach do to you? Yeah, no, I mean, I do think the Wii U is gonna be rough because it's, you know, like I said, I had an issue when I was younger, like selling and buying the same console and trading it in and stuff. So I had a lot of Wii U's, and one thing that really sucks about the Wii U is that if once you log in with a Nintendo account on a console, you can never log out. You can never, like, sign in on that console on any other console. It's just stuck on there forever, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's a big problem, honestly. It's
so, like,
just like consoles having
was...
so much personal information on them these days. It's like,
but it's like that's not even the issue, because on, like, PlayStation and Xbox, ever since the beginning, like the first Xbox, you can sign. Like, I think it still makes sure to check, like, what is on the internet, because, like, they are, like, they don't want you to, like, just have everyone using the same account and get their games for free. So I think you have, like, a home console. I don't exactly know how it works, but at least on Xbox and PlayStation, you can sign in as many times as you want on as many consoles, and it's never an issue. And if you ever do, like, get rid of a console, you can go in on a web browser on your account and, like, unlink the console.
That's good. That's
on
good.
The web browser. And so, like, I think Nintendo had a thing where they always have to do everything weird. Like, I heard somewhere that some people got lucky calling Nintendo customer service and making up a sob story and begging them to unlink their Wii U account.
Wow.
And it worked.
It's Ouija time. All right, Super Tom Brother. Moving around that board there.
For some people, it worked. Apparently. With the 3DS, it wasn't as bad, because one thing I like about the 3DS is even now that the eShop is closed, you can still do a system transfer. So that's cool. You know, that's really nice that you can do that.
Super Tom Brother, it's in the Discord server we're chatting.
Did you ever do the 3DS system transfer?
I did, because I started out with a original, tiny 3DS, and then I got the XL, so I had to transfer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got of course I got a 1. Wow. Okay. Really cool.
Take care, Jason. See you around.
Seed should I choose? The tall one. Will I be lucky? Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay. I have so much money, so I want to go I want to use my custom dice block to make it to get a bunch of star-stealing piranha plants. That's my plan. That's my master plan.
Like, this is just so weird. Like, why do you get 3 coins for landing on that space?
Because I'm guessing it's because you would have if it was a normal space.
Because it's a blue space, but why? It's like, why isn't it green like it was in the original? Just like, how come happening spaces are exclamation marks now instead of question marks? Like, it looks like there's a million chance time spaces all over the board. Like, they
I
just
guess
made
it's
so many weird changes to the series these days that I don't understand.
I guess it's because why would they have 2 separate exclamation mark spaces?
But just make the happening spaces question marks again.
They not question marks? Okay, I didn't. I don't know.
All right. Wow,
Oh, no.
a mini game from Mario Party 5. It sure would have been nice if there were some boards from that game. Like, it really feels like they made this game to be, like, you know, expandable as time went on. Like, they were going to add content from, like, all these games. And it was like, nah.
Or they expect stupid people like me to play this and not realize this is from Mario Party 5. I would not know that.
It says it right there.
Oh, it does. You're right. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. No, but yeah, I was gonna say I bought a new 3DS XL last year because I was like, well, they're not gonna get any cheaper, and I use my 3DS a lot, so I just want to get the best possible one I can. And my console is modded. Shh.
Super Tom Brother, we're waiting to play the mini game.
My ice cream's gonna melt.
There we go. Oh.
Now the game. No, that's just the game.
Yeah. The game's starting to get impatient.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. But yeah, but one thing that's really nice about the modded thing is that which I think is really cool because I would not expect this. If both consoles are modded, you can still do a system transfer.
Interesting.
Which is kind of amazing because you'd think Nintendo, being Nintendo, would have some system in place that's like, oh, your console's modded, it's bricking time.
It's bricking time.
Like as soon as you try to like transfer it, it just bricks automatically. Like that's something Nintendo would do.
Ooh, nicely done.
And I wanted to do that because I did buy quite a bit of stuff before the eShop closed. So I bought all the Pushmo games.
Yeah, I remember when those first came out, people really liked those.
Yeah, I mean, I need to play them, but like, I don't know if it's so weird that it's like, here's a Nintendo. That was a weird thing that Nintendo did a while during like the Wii U and 3DS era that they kind of sometimes do every once in a while, where they'll kind of like, you know, basically like heavily promote what's pretty much an indie game. Like, I don't think it's made by Nintendo. I think it's just basically an indie game that they like took under their wing and they're like, here, we're going to put this in a direct and make a big deal out of it. But then once it comes out, we're never going to mention it ever again.
Yes, I remember. You're so right. Like, it kind of almost felt like it was a first-party thing, even though I don't think it is. Because the way that Nintendo kind of promoted it.
There are a few series like that. There was Pushmo, and I know a big one was, I'm pretty sure, like, SteamWorld was like a Nintendo thing for a while. I remember that was like a big 3DS game, and then it got ported. Now it's on everything, and now there's like 5 of them, but, you know. You remember like SteamWorld Dig?
I keep thinking Oddworld. It's not SteamWorld. Like, it definitely sounds like a familiar name, but I've never played them.
Yeah. And then there was like, and then they got a Wii U port, and now it's on everything. And then I know there was also a couple that they gave physicals, which was interesting. Like, I know another one that they really tried to heavily push that absolutely nobody cared about was Dylan. Remember like the Dylan games with the weird like Australian man?
Oh my god, how did I miss that? Yes, thank you. This is the weirdest mini game.
It was like you played as like a, I don't know, I don't even know what it was. Was it a hedgehog? Something like, or a, I don't know, some Australian little animal.
Here we go. Let me see. But Super Tom Brother, you have to be in the Discord server. It's linked in the description.
Don't forget to check the description. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Thank you, Max.
Absolutely obliterate that bell. I was watching this YouTuber where every single one of his videos, when he tries to tell you to subscribe, he makes it like a challenge. He's like, I heard nobody's ever subscribed with their elbow before. You want to prove me wrong? And those are pretty funny.
All right, Super Tom brother, you should be able to see the chat that we're in, and you're welcome to jump in there and talk about your Mario Party woes.
Subscribe with your ear.
I don't think I could. I don't know how you would ever accurately hit the subscription button. Like
you just click the mouse button with your ear. Just
slam
it's the side of your head.
It's gonna move by the time the click.
Not if you're really good.
Not if you're really good.
Okay. Okay, so does it tell you who? Oh, Peaches. Okay. Okay, so this one's mine. Okay. Mario. Okay. Oh God, Peach. Okay. Can I land on? No, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna land right before, just to be safe.
Subscribe with your third toe.
True, you should. You should subscribe with your third toe. Exactly. Great plan. So yeah, you were saying about the single player in Mario Party. I haven't played. I think the only single player I've ever finished was actually the one in 8 because I wanted to unlock the last board.
Yeah, I remember playing through story mode in 8. I don't remember what the secret board in that game is though.
I never beat it. I tried to beat it in DS. Oh, that was awful. It's so DS is like, I'm guessing it was because to like speed it up and make it more frantic because you're like playing in smaller bursts, I guess, but it's so broken because DS is the only game I think in the series where not only can you lose stars in a duel, but also you can buy as many items as you want at an item space.
Really?
Yeah, so it's insane. So what happened? I couldn't beat it because every time I get to like the last 2 turns, and then the CPU would duel me for 2 stars in a mini game I just could not win.
I don't think you can duel for stars anymore. I think it's just coins now.
No, I think you can only do it in DS. I don't think you could even do it in like the older ones.
I think there is like you can duel for stars, maybe like 4 or 5 or something as well. Like that,
yeah.
like around that generation, it was when they had this crazy idea of dueling for stars. And
you can duel for stars, and you can buy 3 items on 1 turn if you want to.
All right, we're gonna get crazy here.
Dang it! How did I not? I completely forgot this one was here. How did I not realize there was another piranha plant? I should have landed on this, and I would have had your star right now. Dang. I like how I have the most money, but I'm losing because I keep getting bad rolls.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
Who joined VC? That's not.
Is that Super Top?
I'm in the voice. I'm in the stream. I was talking in the stream. I was Jackson.
Oh.
Oh. I'm so confused. Let's just play. Let's just play the game. Ugh.
How did you get in there? Did you give him the roll?
So wait, it's minigame? Ugh.
That was funny.
Oh, this is from Mario Party 3. This is what we're talking about. This is.
Oh, this one. The one you're only good at if somebody that's good goes before you.
That's it, right? You gotta, cheat off of what the people do before you, and then that's how it goes.
Well, yeah, we were sorry. Back to I was saying about the PS5 earlier, and,
I feel like this is a Nintendo game stream, and we spent like 75% of it talking about the PlayStation.
I just mean like I get why people don't want to pay $500 for a console that maybe has 4 exclusives, especially because like you have a lot of you've said you have a lot of backlog to play. You don't need a new console right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I have not really thought much about the next Nintendo console, like at all, because I still have like 15 games for the Switch I need to play, let alone all the other consoles.
Oh, I think about it every day. I have a problem. But I think like if you're someone who likes modern games, but like I feel like you only really need one. I feel like most people don't need both because there's like as you know. There's basically no exclusives on Xbox because Microsoft is doing whatever they're doing.
Why did Peach just shoot like? Oh, it's like her
Great
arrow
plan.
looked like it was gonna be like way off.
Did I win? Okay, no, I thought I won. Oh, Discord is so... I wish there was a way to manually turn that off. What happened was I have OBS open so I can hear the audio from my game. And so it put my Discord in streamer mode. And so I can't, like, click on people's profiles or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So... But yeah, like, there's a couple games on there that I'm absolutely in love with. Like, they're amazing. But it's kind of sad because like there's a lot of multi-plat stuff that comes out throughout the year that I'm excited for, that I enjoy playing. But in terms of exclusives, it's, if I'm lucky, one a year. It's not that many, which is kind of sad.
All right, Super Tom brother. So again, 15 turns is definitely enough for this game. It just feels so slow in like every way. Like it feels like text boxes. There's like a 5-second gap between each text box. I just don't know why this game is so slow.
Do you want to switch to one of the other ones for the second game?
No. We'll stick with this one for tonight. But again, I think it's been over a year since we streamed this one. And I mean, it's fine. Like it has its upsides.
Oh yeah, Diego says something about how console manufacturers used to make their consoles cheaper. And I was saying this in the chat a few streams ago. I think part of the reason why that doesn't happen anymore is because technology doesn't advance as fast as it used to,
Yeah, like every console used to have like a mini version that would come out near the end. That was like half the price the console was when it originally came out, which was awesome. But yeah, you just don't see that anymore, really.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that; it's just like because hardware doesn't advance, stuff doesn't get cheaper as fast.
Well, see, it's almost kind of the opposite now, where instead of a PS4 Slim, you're seeing like
I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, no problem. But it's almost the opposite, where instead of seeing kind of a more compact mini version come out at the end of a console's life, now you're seeing pro versions come out mid console life. So instead of a cheaper, smaller version near the end of the console's life, you're seeing like bigger pro versions in the middle. And now the whole kind of video game console landscape just messed up. I just have so much to play. There's just so much to play already.
Sorry. I thought someone was knocking on the door.
Well, I hope everything's okay. There wasn't like some guy
we're
out there.
fine. No, Concord. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know. That's not really my thing. Like, I guess you call them like hero shooters. I'm not the biggest. Oh, I gotta spam. Where's my fleet? Hold on. I'm not the biggest like multiplayer guy, like other than the Nintendo stuff. Like every time I'll get like a multiplayer focused game, I'll play it for a week, you know? Like I don't get how people can hop on something like Splatoon or Call of Duty every couple days for like the entire lifespan. Like I get bored after a week. So I mean, and then also like a few of the PS5 exclusives don't really interest. One thing I've heard that people say online that I never understood is like, oh, the PS5 isn't worth it because the games have PC versions. I feel like that's such a weird take to have because like PCs are like 3 times the price of a console. At least.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, sorry, what was that point?
Oh,
Super Tom
like,
Brother was getting on my case of Discord.
Okay, sorry.
Super
Yeah,
Tom Brother,
okay.
you should be able to join the chat now.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out for you.
Yeah. No, but I said a lot of people will say like the PS5 isn't worth it because a lot of the games come to PC, and I never got that because it's like PCs are so expensive.
I don't know.
You know, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, like for PlayStation, there's a couple like, at least for me, if there's one game, I think there's still such. I think a lot of people buy a console for, you know, a system seller. Like that's the point, right? You know.
Yeah, it really kind of depends on the exclusive. Because if a game is
Yeah.
multi-platform, it's like I'm not gonna buy a console just to play it. And Nintendo's obviously
Yeah.
the king and will always be the king of like, you know, console exclusives. But
Yeah.
there's just nothing to really draw me to those to the other ones anymore. Because, you know, you look at PlayStation 1 and all the series that were exclusive to that, or PlayStation 2 even, you know, and then PlayStation 3 as well. But like, you know, now just so many things are multi-platform that.
Well, most of Sony's things are still exclusive. It's more like I kind of think of PC as its own thing. You know, like now it's basically a console exclusive because even in the 90s, you know, like the N64, PS1 era, there were a lot of games that came out on PC, you know, in one way or another. But no, but yeah, for me it's like oh,
Yeah, what? It's like I was pressing them to move and it wasn't moving.
I don't know. No, but for me it's the big game that does it for me, that was like the total system seller, was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That was amazing. So amazing.
But like I look back, you know, like the Crash games, the Spyro games, like those were big ones back in the day. Obviously, if you want to play like the Final Fantasy games, Mega Man made the jump over the PlayStation, although they still did have like PC ports. But you know, back then I didn't really do much PC gaming, so.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like back in the 90s, people weren't really like, oh, it's on PC. So, you know, because like even Final Fantasy VII came out on PC. And I don't think anyone was like, oh, why would I buy a PS1? It's on PC.
Even in English? Or was that like a Japan thing?
Yeah, no, it was in English.
I've never seen a PC version of Final Fantasy VII. Interesting.
Yeah, it came in this weird, like, big box that was triangle shaped. It was really interesting. But yeah, like, a lot of games back then and now, like, what happens with Sony is a game will be exclusive, and then maybe like 2 or 3 years later, they'll announce a PC version if they want to. So, I mean, I guess if you have a PC only and you're really patient, then that's cool. I mostly use my PC for exclusive games. Like, I love VR, so I play VR on it. And PC Minecraft. Definitely my most played PC game.
Yeah, someday we'll play Minecraft again. Someday.
I like how you said on the right, and I was like, oh, did they move it again? Oh no.
I love when you watch an old YouTube video and it's like the title up above or something like that. It's like, no.
Yeah, read the description up. It points up. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I finally landed. Now I can upgrade this. and it gave me coins. Thanks, Piranha Plant. I can upgrade this, I think, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, Super Tom Brother. So on the side,
I paused to see how many turns. Even the pause menu takes like 4 hours to come up, and it doesn't even tell you how many turns are left. You can add turns. I'd rather freaking find the clip.
That's because it always says it on the left.
Oh, there it is. Just to like, oh my, it hasn't even been a full 10 turns.
Super Tom Brother, on the left, I don't know if you're on mobile or on the desktop, but on the left, when you see all the different chats, all the way at the bottom, there should be a voice chat that you should be able to click on. It'll have a little lock next to it. You need a roll to join, but should have that roll. I don't know who Bert Thrope is. I don't know if I ever will.
It's a RuneScape reference.
Okay, that explains it.
Oh wow, everybody versus me.
I don't even know what Rune 215 is either.
So I made every voice channel room have the word room in it, just as like a silly thing. Room 215 is Hotel Dusk.
Okay. Yeah, once I saw that in my own server, I made it room 427. Ooh,
what's that one?
That's the room Stanley works in the Stanley Parable.
Okay. Someday I will play that. So.
I mean, it's really cool. Like I said, that was the reason I made my Steam account, was to buy that. And I'm really glad that it's on console, because I feel like it's not a game that needs to be PC only, because it uses like 3 buttons. So it's really funny to play. It's like kind of uncanny, because it's a game that is meant, like Half-Life 2 and all those, like, in Gary's mod, right? Oh, we're getting obliterated. I should have really. Yeah, you were focusing. You're the tiny little block. No, I didn't mean to go that way.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of weird because, so like Source, right? Like Gary's mod and Half-Life 2. It's meant to look like a Source game, but once you find out it's made in Unity, it feels off, because it feels like it's made in Source. Oh, it's Andrew too. Now Super Tom Brothers here. Okay.
Oh, did he make it in?
Oh wow.
We can hear
you now.
That took
forever to find.
Yeah, it's kind of. It probably was hidden for you, because whenever he adds the roll to someone, it doesn't, like, you have to scroll down to see it. Like, it doesn't show up immediately.
I had to pause the recording because there's echo.
Yeah, you can't listen to the audio of the stream, because you'll get like that kind of delay. But welcome into the voice room. I see Hackin' Quackin's in there now. I don't know if I can take a second one, guys. This game is painful. I don't know. Is it just me? Are you also in agony playing this game?
What's an agony?
Do you wanna do a different Mario Party? I mean, I'm fine with that.
But then the title won't be accurate. The thumbnail, darn it! The thumbnail. We got to think of the whatever they call it on YouTube.
Children.
I've tried to say it before, but Peach always steals things in old school Mario Party. She loves to steal coins and stars all the time.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I just built a new computer, and there's a lot of different settings I'm having issues with.
Wow, I didn't even freaking give you the roll for this room, Hackin' Quack, and just barged in. No, welcome.
What specs does your new computer have?
Good specs. 4.3 gigahertz CPU, 32 gigs of RAM. The graphics card could be better, but everything else is pretty nice. I just added an M.2 drive to make it a lot easier to edit things faster.
funny that you described your CPU in the gigahertz as if I know what that means.
Well, I hope it goes
It's
well.
a
Hacking
Ryzen
Quack
5
in.
5600.
I don't.
Is it Windows 11? That's the big question.
Oh no, it's Windows 10. No, it's not Windows 11. So funny thing is Windows 11 tracks a lot of data, and a lot of the stuff that I was trying to install, I was trying to use old programs, and a lot of the stuff wouldn't let me use my capture card with it because if I don't use the new programs to me consenting to them selling my data, yeah, I'm kind of screwed. So I'm just like, all right, well, I guess we're going the Bandicam route.
Oh my! Unregistered Hypercam 2?
No, not that down, not that far down.
Okay.
But I got an email saying Max mentioned me in the Discord server, and I was like, all right, might as well.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I don't think I've ever checked my email.
Technically, I was kind of invited. I
did invite you. That is true, but I don't think I've ever heard of someone saying they checked their email to see their Discord notifications.
What? You can see?
Well, actually, I went on Phoenix Wright or investigations for a sec. I saw Andrew is playing Super Mario Party or Mario Party Superstars. Like, I bet he's playing that in the server. Then I checked my email and I'm like, well, Max mentioned me, so put two and two
just
together.
thought Andrew would never play that game on his own.
Well, he's right.
Pretty much, yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so after a long day of screwing with programs, I think this is a good way to unwind.
What graphics card did you get?
It's a 1650 GTX.
Super Tom Brother. It sounds like you might be in like a wind tunnel of some sort. You might want to. We're getting some feedback.
Let me turn off my fan.
Oh, that probably would be it then. Join the heat zone.
Yeah, sure. I'll wager a whole 6 coins. Yep. Sure.
Oh, we are streaming this. Okay, I didn't realize.
Yeah, everything you say will be used against you in some future scandal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to court and they're gonna say you said you liked the PS5.
That reminds me, I was logged out of like everything because.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
Did you hear about
log into my YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear about when the PS5 came out and this one Chinese guy tried to trick his wife into saying it was a water heater so that he could buy it, and when she found out, like, she forced him to sell it?
This story sounds like it's going to get me canceled, so we should probably...
Can you press... Okay. Alright, it's time for our 1v1.
Alright. Max versus Super Tom Brother.
I'm terrified.
The only thing that would kill me at this game is the lag, because I'm not used to playing online. This is one of the older games I'm good at.
Oh, very nice though. Guys are keeping up with it. Oh!
We both won!
Wait, how do you both win? That was a big loser right there.
I think it's more like they both lost.
Oh.
I spy a big bunch of losers.
Dang, I really wanted those 6 coins. Really wanted those coins, man.
Thank you for the participation trophy, Mario Party.
Wow.
No, you didn't even get a trophy. You just got what they stole from you. They gave it back.
You get your admission cost back and you get nothing.
Yeah.
So Max, it sounds like you must be familiar with computers based on you asking about the specs.
Well, I knew you were saying you were saving up for one. I know the basics. I understand what an i7 is.
I mean, there's a lot of different i7s. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand how it works. The number, like the 1200, 1100, is what generation it is. I get that, but I don't understand like what overclocking means or any of that.
Overclocking basically means to run your CPU beyond what it's set in the factory, which can obviously make it run better, and it will also run hotter.
Yeah. Well, I never built mine, so I bought mine with my stimulus check, as any good American should. spend all that important government money that people need for food, spend it on a computer. Exactly.
I didn't get a stimulus check.
Well, so mine was really weird. So I don't know what caused this or why this happened, but pretty much, I guess if you were 18 in 2020, which I was, when you did your taxes in like 2022, it just included it in your tax return.
Are we literally talking about taxes?
Maybe that's it.
Mario Party
maybe
Superstars is so bad that we have to talk about taxes to make things interesting.
Getting to,
Maybe I did get a stimulus check. I didn't realize it.
Well, I mean, the only reason I realized that I did was because I was like, I worked 4 months out of the year. There's no way I got a $3,000 tax return. Something must be wrong here. And then I looked it up.
You're getting all the good things, Max. It seems.
Yeah, so I looked it up and I saw that. So I don't know if that's like a state thing or it happens to everyone. I'm not sure, but yes.
I was unemployed during that whole thing, but they gave me a stimulus check via that non-filer thing that they were doing.
Oh yeah.
I was definitely employed, but I don't know if I made $3,000.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't. Like half of that was the check. I guess. Half of that was the stimulus check.
I'm just gonna say it was included in my tax return, and I probably spent it by now. We'll just go with
Yeah,
that.
good for you, man. Good. Yeah. But I was getting like I don't know much about. Like I didn't build it. What happened? What I did is when I got that was still like when graphics cards were really expensive. So I just bought.
They still are.
Yeah. Well, I bought a pre-built at Best Buy. Funny enough, it's the same case that Andrew has, which Andrew won, which is pretty funny.
I just use the same case from my old computer because those are overly expensive and kind of pointless.
Yeah. So I just knew, I knew what I wanted to do with it, and so I just got whatever I needed that would run that well. I'm like I was telling Andrew won here, and I have to get out the numbers. I mostly just play. The only thing that would actually take advantage of my computer's power is my modded Minecraft with 300 mods.
That'll do it.
And so I play that, and then the only other game I play that's like super graphically intensive is I really like VR, and those games can be extremely taxing, as you can imagine.
See, I didn't build my computer for games. A lot of people are like gaming and you know, get the best settings out of your game, and it's like I'm building this for video editing. Like no one ever talks about that, and it's,
No,
like, I was trying to look for stuff like that from a builder. It's like gaming this, gaming that, and like I'm trying to work here, guys.
I totally understand you. I guess I never worried about that because even if I was doing YouTube, I was taught in Final Cut, so I'm a Mac guy for editing.
Nice. So it sounds like you have an i7 then of some form.
I think I have an i7 1100K. I think 11, which I think it was like a couple months from being outdated when I bought my computer. So it wasn't like, mine was 1400 when I bought it, and it has an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 3060.
Okay.
This mini game is just straight up Jungle Hunt from Atari. You look at the vine swinging.
Oh yeah, Jungle Hunt, some Pitfall in there for sure.
It's just you just swing from vine to vine, and that's it. Beating Princess Peach like from a mile.
Nice.
I don't think we should have put her on easy.
Most of the time, put them on easy. They do way better. Also, she was in first place for half the game, so.
Well, it's like, oh, do I have to hold?
Hi, Mark
Do I have to
ACC. Welcome.
No, I think you have to let go. You have to press the jump button like as you're swinging, not like at the end. That's what you're doing wrong. You have to make momentum. So like when it, like that. See, yeah.
it felt like the last jump was different for whatever reason. It's
Well, that's because most of the other ones you can just go from one to the other, but I think you could I think you can do that on all the jumps, like with the momentum. I don't know, but yeah.
Still, I'd rather be doing it on this than playing an old school Atari controller.
Oh,
Like those hurt your hands so bad.
oh.
I just can't believe there's no, like, there's hardly any customizability in this game. You think about the pause menu and, like, the original Mario Party and all the different things you could change. Like, the fact that there's no text speed option in this game and just everyone speaks like they're just like,
I'm
ugh.
pretty sure there's a text speed option in like the normal settings, like in the normal thing. I don't actually know, but no, but you know, what do you mean there's no customization? I can say how much I love bumper balls. You can't do that in the first game.
You love bumper balls so much.
It's all 4 of my favorite mini games. Oh,
It's like bumper balls is like everyone would say like it's always a draw, and it's like that's if you suck.
yeah. I suck even more, so it's usually I lose.
So it's like you got to be able to juke people. You got to like go around the circle and get people to try to go sideways so that you like sideswipe them. It's a mind game more than anything, but like computers usually lose.
Yeah. Oh.
Like it's been, I think it's been the like 12 out of 15 turns for like the last 15 minutes.
So I'm guessing you're in immense pain, and look, Steve,
I'm in a
don't
lot of
blame me.
pain.
Don't blame me because I didn't even ask to play this. I'm gonna blame your old person
You didn't ask
dyslexia.
to play this.
This is clearly the worst board we could have picked.
Well, see, Max, it's your fault we picked this board, so.
No, but yeah, I'm gonna blame Andrew's dyslexia. Apparently,
I'm gonna
on why
blame
we're playing this
Nintendo for
game.
not being able to name their freaking games.
Would you rather it be called Mario Party 15? Was that better?
That would be called Mario Party Pile of Crap.
Wow.
I said it.
Honestly, I think it's fate that I'm here because I don't have Super Mario Party. I can play
should've
Mario
called
Party
it-
Superstars
They
though.
should have called it Mario Party #SoRetro Edition.
If it was retro, it'd actually be good.
Randomly hatched together Mario Party.
Okay, boomer.
Sounds like a
It's like-
skill issue.
Yeah.
I wanted some of the Mario Party 7 boards, like the amusement park and stuff. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Mario Party. So what turn is this?
12! It's
No,
been,
that's the
it's
thing,
been
that's the
12
thing.
turn for the last 20 minutes.
That's the thing you don't understand, Andrew. You only say old games are better because back then you thought they were better because you couldn't complain because you were stuck with it. So you had to gaslight yourself.
Back then, one Mario Party turn did not take half an hour. That's not a subjective thing.
Money.
The
It's
game-
inflation. It takes longer.
The game ran faster to the point where you had to do like 50 turns to last this long.
Yeah, inflation is so bad that one Mario Party turn in 1999 is like 3 now.
They're all running around with so much money in their pockets now because of inflation that it just takes longer to get around the board.
They're just slow. No, yeah.
I don't think I'm winning this time.
I don't think I've ever won this. Andrew's like, this game sucks. I'm too good at it.
I don't even know what's going on. I tuned out I tuned out 2 turns ago, which was about an hour ago.
Well, you stole from
That's how long
Birdo
it's
a
been?
bar.
Andrew, I you, okay? Because not only did you hear my game recommendation wrong, but you also could have said yes to Smash
I
Brothers.
mean, you did say Mario Party. There's a lot of Mario Parties.
Oh,
That
God.
could mean Mario Party 1.
Oh, I have to duel.
This is a Mario Party 1 board.
It's time to duel.
Oh, yes. I'm so happy that the next 15 minutes of my life are going to be wasted dueling for 6
Why did
freaking
you
coins.
duel? You could have picked more. That's your fault.
I didn't pick anything.
Oh, was it Toad that picked or Peach?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The easy
Oh, good.
CPU
It's
is like
only
you're gonna.
15 turns. That was 20.
The Japan stock disaster caught up to this game. All right.
Uh-oh.
Time for
Of
the
course,
world's
like-
slowest minigame.
Mario Party is actually the most accurate game of all time. It's so realistic. This game is a gritty, accurate representation of modern day inflation.
Why do they pick like the worst mini games from like the best games? Like this is not one of the good ones from 7.
When I remember when they announced Mario Party Top 100, and everybody was like, "Who's Top 100?"
Who's top?
Still gotta
100?
play that game.
I remember a peanut butter gamer talked about it a lot, and he was like, who picked the top 100? Who's one of their 100 favorite mini games is Bumper Ball? See, Bumper Ball is just like real life. No one ever really wins.
You're just the last loser, really.
Yeah.
Well, in this game, apparently everybody's a winner. There are no losers in modern day Mario Party. Just lesser winners.
Unless you're me, apparently.
Oh,
my gosh!
Just hand over your crap, please.
Yeah. Of course you can say this. You can complain about this game when you're winning.
I'm not even trying. I don't even know what's happening.
Every star you have has just been given to you.
Mario's complaining like, "Oh, this is so boring." Everyone's like, "Shut up."
I will trade every single one of my stars if this game could just end right now.
I'm also mad because I had a star stealing thing on that space, but because Luigi landed on the dual space, it didn't take his star. Like, what's up with that? It's not fair.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because he landed to fight Peach, and so it just didn't process the whole thing after. Ugh.
So it made you duel first, and then it stole her star.
No. You were supposed to get your star stolen, but because you dueled Peach, it just counted that, and it didn't do anything else.
That's such a flaw if that actually happened. Wow.
Oh, we have it recorded.
That's true.
So
I'm not going back to watch that.
The stream is every stream I'm in has to get deleted.
Is it actually getting deleted?
So you basically like stole the star.
Hacking
by
Quacken
accident.
was so quick to believe that. He's like, oh my
It
god.
hurts me.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
maybe
believe it. I
because
just had a
every
shadow
stream
of
you're
doubt.
on devolves into talking about filing freaking taxes. That's how
That was-
boring this game is. Talking about taxes is more interesting than Mario Party Superstars.
You know, taxes are fun for people, man. I don't
Well,
know.
because you get like a $5 billion return.
That's true. That is
I get
true.
a $0.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, exactly. I worked 2 months out of the year last year, and I got $200 in taxes.
Last year, you got a return?
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't...
All right. It must like work down the chain or something. Because I had a friend who was on the right side of the country, and they were like, "Oh, I have to pay taxes no matter what." And then here in Ohio, it's like if you make less than 12,000, you don't have to pay like a ton of taxes.
That's
like,
it,
it's, like,
everyone.
really
From
low.
now on, this is just the all tax return channel. We don't play video games anymore, everyone. We watch the
And
stock
apparently-
market. We pay our taxes, dang it. And that's all
Now,
we
apparently,
do.
on the leftmost side of the country, apparently you just get free money.
Also, speaking of that, don't forget, guys, it is August. It's the last month to do so if you haven't already.
Start the game, Max, please.
Or is that
It's been long
October?
enough.
No, that's okay.
October.
Usually
I don't
it's
know a
April.
month.
April's the month. So if you're
I know,
doing
but-
quarterly year taxes, then yes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in 2020 or something. They like extended the deadline to like October. I don't know.
Wait, what for?
I don't
Like,
know.
Have you
Not
guys
the wall.
played? Have you guys
Not
played
the
Wall
wall.
Street Kid on the NES? That sounds like
I
it'd be
watched-
your kind of game.
I watched
That's
Pat
a
the
game?
NES. I watched
Wait,
Pat
that's a
the
game,
NES
Wall
punk play
Street Kid?
it. I love Wall Street Kid. That's one of my favorite Pat the NES punk episodes.
No way, this is an actual game.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, I know about it
This
because
has
Pat the
got to
NES
be a
punk
really
did a video
expensive
on it.
game. So
Yeah, I got pity money for coming in second.
Andrew, do you like Pat the NES Punk? Or
Andrew.
sorry. Let me ask you: did you, more specifically? Because he doesn't make that anymore. So, did you?
Now
Pass
I
that-
watched like a couple back in the day. I was never like devotee.
I used to love. I watched like all of them, I think, or most of them.
Now he's just yelling at people on his podcast all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm
Flea
not.
Market Madness.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. No,
That's
yeah,
his
I don't.
name.
I'm not gonna get into his modern stunts. It's too political for the Mario Party
I don't
stream.
know. If that's like if I ever become like a content creator like that, please call me out.
Please shoot me
We'll
in the
talk
head.
about taxes, but the politics. That's where we end.
I don't want.
Yeah.
There's too many people. I avoid the politics. It starts too many arguments.
Okay, good. So let's end that at that right now. How about
Yes,
taxes, everyone? Taxes. Don't you
No,
love
but-
I love
taxes?
taxes.
The non-political taxes.
But
I
when
always make sure I pay my taxes every year.
but
How
yeah,
about
when
you guys?
when he made his actual reviews, I really liked them.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
I actually, funny enough, one of his various Christmas specials is part of my tradition of Christmas things I watch every year because I enjoy it.
Oh, I love that. I love having. Yeah, I have like things I go back to around every Christmas too.
He did a video because I don't know. I think it's kind of cool because he one of his Christmas specials was about the TurboGrafx 16 because apparently when he was a kid he won it in a magazine like giveaway.
Well, that's cool.
But yeah, like a month before Christmas, he sends away for this thing, and a month before Christmas, he gets a package, and it's like the console and every launch game and like a customized jacket and all this stuff.
Neat.
And his dad tried to pull it off as a Christmas gift at once, and he's like, "Oh no, never mind. I might as well just give it to you."
Yeah, and then it's really sad. Yeah, it's really sad too because the second half of it is about how he had like a childhood crush in middle school, and he got her name embroidered on the jacket and wanted to give it to her as a gift. And as he was walking to her house, she was hanging out with somebody else.
Well, that's like such like a freaking like TV show moment. And
He said that actually happened to him in real life, and he has the jacket. He wore it at a convention. I saw it. It has her name still embroidered on it.
Wow, interesting.
As for traditions, do you watch Max the Tomorrow's Christmas Eve NCS thing?
No, what's that?
Do you know NCS?
Oh, Nintendo Capri Sun?
Yeah. There's like a video he made as a kid where he like would run towards like away from the camera and say tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And it's a video he has on like his like secondary channel, and everyone, including myself, will watch like it on the 23rd.
I've never really watched.
I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah, I've never really watched him that much.
I
trying to
haven't
think-
watched him in a while. I mean, I'll occasionally just put on a video of his, but I remember I watched him a lot when I was like first using YouTube.
Oh yeah. No, so my other Christmas tradition is like in terms of stuff like that. I don't have a lot of them. I don't know. I love Christmas, like I really do, but I don't understand how people can listen to nothing but Christmas movies or Christmas music and watch nothing but Christmas movies for a month straight.
People keep like telling me that there's this Mariah Carey song they can't stand, but like for me, it's always like "Last Christmas I gave you
Oh,
my
I
heart."
love that song.
Andrew's gonna get copyrighted.
I
hate
think that. I mean,
I
is
hate
that-
that song.
also that song has a whole new meaning because the guy who sang it died on Christmas.
Oh,
That's terrible.
It really is. That's a true story.
now he's just gonna be known about that for like everyone else is just they probably wrote on his tombstone or something, and it wasn't even his favorite song.
Sure, George Michael is known for something else.
Yeah, I don't think that was a George Michael song though. It was a chick. That
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Last Christmas was Wham. Yeah, that was George Michael. He just sounds like a woman.
Oh.
All right, back to taxes, everyone. Back to taxes.
No. I mean, like that's how music.
All right,
that's
so-
how his voice is. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think my smallest tax return I ever got was $10.
Let's play guessing game where I don't find you.
tax
What?
agent laughed at me and had $10,
Hey,
and she
Andrew.
died then a year later. It's a true story.
Jeez.
The only way I can communicate is through the chat box now. I can't get in between the taxes.
Andrew, too, you don't need to, look, Andrew, too, you don't need to change the subject, okay? There's nothing wrong with George Michael.
No, I just want to talk about taxes.
I
like Careless Whisper, but I don't know much else from him.
Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Oh,
Stream has been taken over.
I know that as
Andrew's
a
no longer
Family
in
Guy
charge of
song
the
more
stream.
than anything.
Oh, well, have you guys seen Zoolander?
So, who's looking forward to the Ace Attorney Investigations collection?
Come
in less than a
on!
month?
No
So we're
Zoolander
going from-
allowed.
So we're going from taxes to lawyers now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ace, Phoenix Wright helped
Think
me
of
get
that.
Phoenix Wright helped me get my tax return.
Hold it! Eureka!
I need to.
Did you? Like,
I
speaking
need
of
to-
lawyers, did you guys ever watch Legal Eagle?
No.
No, I watched
heard of
Better
him.
Call Saul.
Legal's like he's like this actual lawyer who decided he's gonna make a YouTube channel about
Yeah.
like everything that's illegal in movies and TV shows. Like he
Andrew,
pointed
what are
out.
your thoughts?
they're so funny. Like imagine going to law school for 10 years just to sit in front of a camera and watch a scene of somebody pulling a bank heist in Batman and saying, "Yeah, that wouldn't pass in real life. That's illegal."
He does have his own business.
My 10 years of lawyer experience tells me that robbing a bank is illegal.
Yeah, tells me that the Joker could not rob a bank in a school bus.
He's like,
Imagine-
he literally is like
$1
that's
degree
a
saved
murder,
your
and
life.
that's a murder, and that's a murder.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've seen the movie. I know what happens. I know what the Joker does.
He's trying to tally up like all the crimes that if Batman and Joker were both arrested for like the surveillance and for the murders and all that shit, both of them would have like triple life and stuff like that.
You should do a video on Breaking Bad.
Hey, Batman, we know where you got these scars. I ate a really sharp sandwich.
Hey Batman, there's nothing illegal about Pokemon.
No, not that video. No. You have to cut it at that. Nothing else in that video is allowed in this
So Andrew,
content.
did you
No
beat
more.
everything in World Championships NES edition?
I got S rank on everything. We just haven't done the legendary challenge yet.
Okay.
He was in so much pain during those Kirby ones.
He's so slow. It reminds me of playing this game.
Is that like
Look,
the comparison? Like what Sega should use that game when they're like, look how slow the NES is, guys.
I don't think.
I was making Sonic jokes in the Kirby like thing, like pink streak speeds by Kirby the Puffball.
Yeah.
Andrew, if you made a video in like a game sack style, you should call it the slowest NES games or something, or games that make the NES look slow.
Okay, we just need to make sure I don't lose all of my stars.
Please
for the
lose all your stars.
For the
Please.
last space of the games, I have to. Why is he just standing there?
Give
Why
them
was
to
there
me.
like a 15-minute freaking thing?
I want them.
Okay, I don't care if I lose money. I have one coin. You can have it.
One coin.
Who's gonna get my
is
one
perfect.
coin?
No. Yeah, I also Tony. Remember when I was doing good, and look at me now. Yeah, I checked out.
The
Well,
jewel
again-
on her
again,
head on the block looks like a stump.
Look, again, I'm allowed to check out because I'm not the one who wanted to play this. Okay, don't look at me. Don't blame me.
You're allowed to check out. What are you checking out at the store?
All right, Max, answer me honestly. Is Super Mario Party any faster than this?
Absolutely.
I don't have
Although-
Super Mario
It's
Party.
no
Let's
way.
just play the N64
Although I
game.
think we should also just wait because it's getting the online setup is even more complicated than this. Because I think that the actual turns are faster, but it's kind of annoying because you have to get into the game and then talk to Toad and then pick your difficulty and then walk around the map and then find the random guy that starts the online.
It's the name of the
Yeah,
minigame.
did you know that, Andrew? You have to like find the person.
In what?
In Super Mario Party, there's like
Did
a
everyone
random.
just jump in because they felt
I
like
was
it, or
trying
what?
to go for the. I was trying to go for the 9, and I thought the hitbox was better. Thought I could make it. No, see, in Super Mario Party, to start the
challenging.
online, you have to like walk around the map and find a random toad that'll be like, "Do you want to play online?" Like it's not in a menu. You have to like talk to some random NPC.
No, I've not played the Super Mario Party since the online
Well,
was
that's
released.
probably
Well, I
because
don't own it. So.
it's probably because the online wasn't there at launch. So I'm guessing it was easier to add a random Mario enemy somewhere in the map than it was to code a whole menu.
Just like how Super Mario Maker 2 didn't have any friends feature, and now NES Championship Edition.
Yeah, it's so lame that doesn't. Like that would have been so cool.
They really
That's
just
such a missed opportunity.
They really should have just done NES Remix 3. It was like the NES Remix was way better than that.
Isn't it funny that the game that doesn't have multiplayer is the game that forces you to look at 2 screens at all times?
Well, it's like
Like they could have just had the screen to the right just be the other person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked all sorts about the shortcomings of that game and how it definitely needs some online improvements. Playing with actual friends, some leaderboards and such with friends. But,
It's funny. It's
DLC.
funny. It's funny
Price
because
drop.
you mentioned at the end of the stream, you said if they made a Kirby game that was entirely about speed and getting the fastest times, I would love it. And just for the record, I wouldn't, because they've already done that 3 times. Well,
Is Gourmet Race one of them?
well, no, that's just a race. I mean, it's not like
It's a sub-game.
I don't know if they've ever done like a full game like that, but they've done. I think in one of them, I think in Superstars, there's a mode where it's like how fast can you run through like a truncated version of the game. And then there's I know that the big
I know what
one
you're talking about.
is in Return to Dreamland on the Wii. It had all these like really like surprisingly really well made like challenge levels that you could play, like 3 or something for each power up. And then when they did the Kirby like anniversary collection on the Wii, they made unique challenges in the Return to Dreamland engine just for that game, which is pretty cool.
people keep telling me like Switch is the best system ever, but I keep looking at all these different things that like they keep not bringing to the Switch for whatever reason. Like they gave us 2 and 3 of Luigi's Mansion, but not 1, and
Switch?
we don't have. It's like there's holes in the lineup. People telling me, "Oh, you got to play everything on the Switch." It's like, sure, if you hack it.
The Switch has like one of the best lineups of any Nintendo console, but it's definitely not the best Nintendo console.
What Mario Party are we doing next? None?
No, I think that's enough agony for one night.
I think we should do Mario Party 11.
Mario Party 11. I guess that would be like Super Mario Party, right? Which I think, assuming, hopefully it's not as slow. I don't remember it being that slow. Some night we will get 4 people together and suffer through a Super Mario Party.
Let's all turn on our DS emulators and play Mario Party DS.
Maybe something like that someday. Again, it's so unfortunate that the Wii U, the Virtual Console games never had it online, because you could have played Mario Party DS.
Well, it was weird that they didn't even like the download play doesn't even work, which is weird because the Wii and Wii U have the stuff for download play like built in.
Right.
Because I know there were some games on the Wii where you could like send data to the DS through download play. So like
you know Super Mario Brothers 3 on the 3DS Virtual Console had download play.
It was like the one game, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why.
No, but yeah, it's weird that the Wii U didn't have like download play like for the DS games. That would have been really cool. Like one person could be on the big TV.
So that way you wouldn't need to all have like a copy of the game in order to play it.
Yeah.
Well, or specifically like if you're like doing YouTube or something, only one person could like because DS capture cards are insane. Like I'd like one, but they're expensive.
You can literally afford it with your PC tax returns.
Trust me, I haven't got
if we're back to the tax discussion, I think that's enough for one night. I want this stream to remain as an example of why Mario Party Superstars is a painful game.
We were probably really bored. I was really bored. I won't lie.
I think like maybe 10% of the stream was discussion related to Mario Party, and then when the taxes come up, that tells you things are going south.
I was only here for like 20 minutes.
So I'm genuinely so excited for the new game because like it's crazy.
Not if it's like this. Not if it's like that.
Okay. To be honest, the speed really doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you. Like I've never once been like, man, this takes too long. But I'm saying like my issue is it's been several years now, and I'm tired of the same 5 boards that are already old.
Like you hit the block and they look up at the number for like 15 seconds before they start moving. Why? Why?
For like over 30 years. I think give him a break.
I think we should play Minecraft.
Oh.
True, we should.
All right, everyone. So again, part of the stream, I wanted to make sure everyone knows I'm still alive. Again, I'm in the middle of a move, so not sure when I'll be streaming next. But just wanted to let you know that things are going well. Appreciate all of your patience, and yeah, take care. See you again later. Hope you all have a great night, and thanks everyone for playing tonight. Appreciate you going through that with me.
Bye.
This was fun.
But yeah, that one game took 2 hours. I don't think we could do 2 of those.
I'm in so much pain.